Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Tower of God Season 2 episode number 4 reaction. So the previous episode, basically the second part of the test begun. And the second part of the test, it was called I think like the room of, I forgot the name, but it's basically there. People will have to form groups of minimum 7 people, and they'll have to recruit members that will join their group. Like they're called fellows, and there will obviously be a defender for the room and the captain for the room. The captain won't be able to, you know, won't have the ownership of the room, but the defender or the, I think, the gatekeeper, something like that they called it, they will have the ownership of the leader can recruit other people, while the defender should defend. If other people want to take control of the room, the defenders will defend. So it's kind of like that. It had a long list of rules and regulations, which you have to properly understand this and that. Basically the only exception is Balm, or Viol as he goes by now, the new name. He's one, his remote and his the thing, both, the what do you call it, the thing that you need, that is with Love. So he needs to go there and get it from Love before he's able to do anything. So so that's like the extra thing. So Viol went there, started the battle against Love. Love is quite strong. Obviously, he's very strong, and he kind of, in the end, it kind of showed that he took out Viol by punching him, and that is how it ended. So let's see what happens today, and what the other group members do. Oh, and there have been, like, someone is dead. That guy, Rob Devil or something like that, his name. He's also dead. A lot of things are going on. So let's see what happens today. Episode 4. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's begin. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, that's why he's so. Hmm. I don't think so. He himself is not sure what exactly he wants of Rahel. Yeah? What mock? Oh no. He'll try to he'll try to get this room. No. Host? What the hell? Yeah, what is happening? Wait, what the? Okay, he was acting? So he baited him so that he can. Ah, bro. Well, yeah. Oh, wait, this is. Okay, nice. Nice. Okay. Oh no. Yep. Yeah. Well, yeah. Wait. Oh no. Well, I'm guessing, like the loan. Nia also has a loan, or yeah. So they blackmailed Nia too. Right. Hmm. I guess it kind of makes sense because like I was kind of surprised seeing Nia over here, and also the fact that the loan shark was here. I was like, okay, that's weird. And like a few more episodes ago, like Nia was talking about, like like what do you call it? Like the her own loan, her own debt that like he has. He wait a minute, is that a boy or a girl? I'm not really sure. Like Nia is a girl's name, isn't it? So I'm not really sure if that's a boy or a girl. So I did feel it weird then. I was like, what happened to the debt? Like, where did like he or she get enough money to give the test now? So it makes sense now. So yeah, this was their plan. Okay, let's see. Well, because I'm pretty sure they blackmailed. What? Her? Old woman? Oh. Ah. That's why the ramen shop. What the hell, man? Yeah, okay, this guy's. Oh god. Forgive her debt if I made the other regulars fail. Okay, so the debt wasn't his own. Okay. Hmm. Oh lord. Yeah, well, great, fantastic. Who? Oh, Prince. Oh boy. What the hell? Oh boy. Come on, can't you? Oh my god. Oh lord. Okay, can't someone Like, can they come here? Why is he like only one person can need? Oh, I guess he cannot go out. Oh my god. Right. So, okay, I'm guessing she's been controlled. No, there were two people here. Can they not? Why was he sitting here? I don't understand. Okay, now I'm confused. There was more of them there. Wow. Oh, he just got up. All right, here we go. Okay, he. Oh, 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 oh! He literally is copying. Oh, what was that? Oh, he can do that as well. Oh, nice. Okay, okay. Grab it. Yeah. I don't. Yeah, I don't think he cares anymore. Oh boy. Damn. Oh boy. Oh, he's here. He probably just wants to climb the. Oh boy. Oh! Oh! Nice! Yeah. Bro, once Violet comes here, he's getting the whopping of his lifetime. Oh, wait, he's. Bro! Bro! Oh my god. Well, your time is up. Bro, are you dumb? You saw what he did? Oh, what the hell? What was that? I'm pretty sure he changed his wing into like a devil wing. Oh, there you go. I was literally saying he probably was hiding his power. He said before, if you remember, have you seen a devil? He literally returned it back to him. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. Yep, it's over. He was just. Mr. Devil? Yeah. Okay, now here's the thing. Lurker. Shut the hell up. Oh! Yeah. You attach. Bro, shut the hell up. Don't try to, like, like, say these type of stuff now. Yeah, shut the hell up. Neither do you, you little piece of. Oh, what an absolute garbage piece of crap this guy is. I don't care what he's trying to say. Oh god, they're gonna start a backstory for this guy. Great. Look, here's the thing. I understand having a sad backstory, but that doesn't give you the right or a free pass to do the same thing to other people. I hate that logic. Yeah, so you do the same thing to other people? So that's what you got out of this. Wow, okay, nah, man. This guy needs to go. This guy needs to go. No amount of sobby backstory can make me change my mind for this guy. Shut the hell up. Exactly. Okay, there you go. So this is the these are the members. Well, no, I don't think he said like don't interfere, bruh. Mm, okay. Mm. But he loves fried chicken, so you know. With sauce, yeah. No, goose goose. Oh, that was their plan. As Fug. Okay, so this is part of Fug as well. I was thinking, like, he was, like, too much into, like, oh, don't interfere. So I was thinking for a moment, maybe he's actually working for Fug or something. Yeah, Viol is here. Because, as he said, it's going to continue. If he can. This is what I was saying. I wanted to be forgiven. Hmm. Yeah, I do wonder, like, what is his, like, actual goal? Why does he want to become the king? Better block it up. Hmm. Hmm. No, he's smiling a little bit at least, or at least I think he is. Oh, Schoon. Okay, what's Schoon doing here? Okay. Hmm. Wow, they're actually adding like more and more. Oh wow, I just realized the ending. More and more episodes are going. They're adding more and more panels. Like these are like the empty panels that will be all filled up by the end of it. I think. Wow, I just realized that. I don't know why it took me so long to realize that. Like I did see that they're like showing the manhwa panels, but I didn't realize they're filling it up little by little. And these are all like empty panels which will be filled up later. Hmm. And there you go. That was today's episode. So today's episode was basically, um, yeah, the whole battle, the final battle to pass the test, how the whole thing went, and how it concluded. So basically, there was a sinister, I guess you could say, conspiracy going on in the background. This dude, I think his name is Lurker. He and the other few, their plan was basically to take advantage of the situation and take out the participants, and yeah, I guess win and climb the tower. And that is what they did. And Nia was basically like a pawn for that. And yeah, now there's one thing I don't understand. I don't understand why. Is it because the distance was quite? Because like when he was like, oh, I'm going to kill Nia. Like, I don't know. I expected Wagner to, like, as soon as he heard that, to just rush out and try to go. But I don't understand why he just sat down over there. And for a moment, I was thinking, oh, maybe he's like there alone and he cannot get out of the room because the rule that at least one person needs to be in the room or something like that. So I was thinking, but then I saw like there's two other people there, and then he left after the whole conversation ended. He then left, and like I kind of expected him to be like the more like not even like like an impulsive character, but anyone in that type of situation, I feel like they would have like rushed out trying to go in that particular direction to save Nia, who was that emotionally attached to Nia. Anyone who was that emotionally attached to someone, I would have expected them to just rush out and, even though it would probably be futile, still go and attempt to do something. Again, like I said, it would definitely be futile. He was correct in actually going and bringing Viola here, which was like the logical thing to do. But I didn't expect him to think logically in that situation. I expected him to just, not only him, but anyone, any person in that situation, I expect them to just rush out, trying to do something without thinking logically. So it really surprised me that he first sat down and then he was like, okay, let me go and bring Viola. Again, like I'm saying, I understand he wouldn't be able to save Nia at that time. They were way like in some other direction, obviously. Way like the distance between them was quite long, and they would have easily just killed Nia before Wagner could even attempt to go there. But like I said, I thought like anyone in that type of situation wouldn't think of like stuff like that, and they would like impulsively just rush out trying to do something. So I was kind of surprised at that scene. So I didn't understand why, like he just sat down and like that whole section. So yeah, like that's one thing I'm a bit like I'm not really that sure like what he thought at that point of time, because I was like half, not even half. I was expecting him fully to just go out and rush in that direction. So that was surprising, that's the first thing. Now, the other thing that I wanted to talk about in this episode is this dude, Lurker. Now, here's the thing. Like, I don't know, I feel like there will be a particular group of people who'll probably be like, oh no, like, like he has a, he went through the same situation. He was, he was he had to do this and that, that type of like things they might say. Now, no, you see what Wagner did here? That is what I was talking about. If someone does something to you, like, so you do the same thing to some other random person. Like, I could understand if he did that to the person in question here. For example, he was talking about Prince's dad. Now, Prince is also not at fault here. Whatever he was talking about was the practices that Prince's dad was doing, the whole loan thing and all that stuff. So him having a grudge on that guy is fair. Is fair, and him trying to harm that guy is also, I can understand that. I'll be like, what, I'm not that type of a saint that would say that, oh, revenge is bad. I'm not that much of a saint. If someone is doing something to you, you have at least, I think you have the right to get back at them. you know Obviously, a lot of people will say no, wrong, revenge is bad and all that. Like, I can understand that as well. But at least in my book, I'm like, yeah, it's fine, but do not involve other random people who has nothing to do with this situation into your sick schemes. That is one thing where I draw the line. you know the fact that he attacked Prince as well was also wrong. Did Prince do anything to you? No, he didn't. Like, yeah, he was probably going to be a type of person as he was growing up, with the amount of with the influence that he was getting from his peers, the other people, his dad. He probably would grow up to be a scumbag. And like, by when I looked at him, the way the way he was, if he was pampered more, you know he probably would grow up to be a similar type of person to his dad, a complete scumbag. So that's a different thing. Obviously, at that point of time, Prince has not done anything to you, nor any kind of thing. Neither did Nia. Who did this to you? You know what? I'm gonna go and read that part. Here we go. Like you, I once borrowed money to climb the tower, um, but I kept failing, and before I knew it, I was drowning in debt. I had to give up climbing the tower, um, and started working this job. Then one day, the president summoned me and said, my son will be climbing the tower. I want you to help him. So he says, he's the most precious thing in the world to me. And then he laughs. Funny, right? A con artist who'd taken advantage of people's dreams could feel love. Did he take my dreams for me for life, for love too? That's the kind of place it starts. So here we go. Here's the whole conversation. He talks about the dad doing these type of things and destroying his dreams, other people's dreams, stuff like that. That is why he is mad at them. So I can understand if you did something to get back at him, to take your revenge or whatever. If you directly tried to harm him or do something to him, like, I would be like, okay, fair and square, he did something bad, so you're trying to get back at him. Understandable. At least in my book, I'd be like, yeah, it's fine. It's basically revenge. So, that kind of thing. This, however, what is this? So you decide to be a complete douchebag and do what happened to you is obviously sad. So you decide to like do the same thing to other people. That is what you came up with. People who has nothing to do with the situation. Again, I would be completely okay if he did try to do that to that guy, to Prince's dad, but not to other people who has nothing to do with it. Like I said, even Prince had nothing to do with that. He even tried to kill Prince. And Nia, where does Nia come from? Nia is completely unrelated to this. He or she, I'm still not sure if that's a boy or a girl. He or she has, like, all that Nia wanted was to help that lady. Like, and for what? You just killed Nia, like, because of your own, like, like thing. Like, it's I just don't know, man. Like, I don't know if any type of person here who's watching this, if they feel that, oh no, he also has a sad backstory, like, he's also a victim, like, if they think of it like that. And I'm going to say I completely disagree with you, and I can never agree with this. Like, do not involve other people who has nothing to do with the situation in your troublesome things, and literally, like, be the source of their misery. What have they done to you? They have done nothing to you. The people who have done something to you, you can get back at them, not some completely unrelated person who has nothing to do with it. Like, that is one of the worst things. And I got so pissed off when he was like, he started his backstory. I'm like, yeah, you're doing this crap now. Like, you like, as soon as, like, you're in a troublesome situation, you're going to you see that you're going to die or something, you're going to get defeated, you start your own sob story, while a few moments ago you're literally cackling like a madman while killing, like, punching Nia. Absolute scumbaggery. I hate this type of characters. I don't care. Like I said, I don't care. Whatever backstory, soft B backstory he has, whatever happened to him or thing, do not freaking involve other people who has nothing to do with your life in your problems and take someone else's life. What is this? What type of a joke is this? So yeah, and this is the other thing. Um, I feel like a few people might be like, oh, like, Wagnans sparing him is, this and that. I think he did the correct thing here because I was literally talking about not repeating the same thing that you did, like that you got in your life. Do not try to repeat that. Try to get over that and, like be a better person. Like it's very difficult. It's very difficult to say that, obviously. It's very difficult thing to do. I'm pretty sure at that point when Wagner, just saw that, like Nia died, I'm sure he was probably 90% of his body was probably telling him to go and kill this guy. I'm 100% sure, and that's why I'm saying I'm sure it's very difficult to be the bigger person and the better person and not to do the same thing that other person has done to you. It's very tough, but I think at least in this situation I'm glad that he didn't do anything to him, because he literally proved him that what you did, you tried to get back at someone, and that's how you ruined other people's lives. I'm not going to do the same thing. You destroyed something precious in my life, so I'm not going to do the same thing as you and harm you or do something, because doing that will literally sadden the other people who are connected to you. I'm sure he has friends and family, so if he killed him, it would have just, it's just again, like, the chain of revenge, what do you call it, the cycle of hatred, whatever, that kind of thing. So it would have continued that. So he was the better person and the bigger person here, and he was like, I'm not going to do the same thing to you. But if you at least feel a little bit of remorse, try to use the little amount, the life that you have now, to be someone better. Do not repeat what you did here. And that kind of thing. Like, killing him is just giving him peace. It's over. He's just dead. Now he'll survive here, and if he has a little bit of conscience in him that feels bad for what he has happened, he'll be haunted by this day forever throughout his life, and that will probably make him be a better person and at least help people. And to compensate, obviously this cannot be compensated. Each and every life is unique. Taking a life and doing something for this type of a reason, is obviously not excusable. And helping other doesn't undo the mistakes what you have done, but at least he can make amends in that sense, which obviously will not forgive what he has done. But if he becomes a better person, if he has a little amount of conscience, he will try to be a better person. That kind of thing. And that's what he did. So yeah, I'm sure, like, the whole, this episode will definitely have a lot of varied opinions throughout the whole thing. A lot of people will be like, oh no, why did he not kill him, like, oh, typical shonen style of forgiving your enemies, this and that kind of thing. A group of people will probably be something like that. A group of people will probably be like, no, this was good, he became the better person, which I also, like, fall into. Like I said, I think this was better. At least in this situation, he showed him that unlike you, I am the better person and I'm going to forgive you. You could have done the same thing, but you didn't. You did this, and now you're going to repent throughout your life, suffering for what you have done, if you have even a little bit amount of conscience in you, that kind of thing. So yeah, so I'm of the latter category. I'm actually, like, I'm okay with the fact that he spared him. But yeah, like, I'm also on the same side of the people who would say that, yeah, this guy is not good, and I don't like him at all. Even, like, again, like I said, he might have some sort of backstory. He might be have like a lot of, like, things. Maybe his friends, family, they also got affected by his this and that. But why are you doing this to someone who has nothing to do with this? Nia, even Prince is also has nothing to do with it. It is his father who is doing stuff like this. A child who is, his child, his, like, Prince. Obviously, he's separate from his father, so he also has nothing to do with this. And what about the other people? The other people that you're trying to, like completely destroy their life over here. What about them? So yeah, that kind of thing. Now you might say that, oh, like, like this is the Tower of God, like these type of things are going to happen, which I guess, what's his name, Wagner also kind of said that in the end, that, this is basically, this tower is like that. you know who knows, maybe I would have done something like this as well. That is why I wanted to forgive him and forgive myself for whatever, like that kind of thing. So yeah, like, that is true, obviously, but still, morality and, and this, I have to, like, draw a line over here. Like, this is morality. What you're, like, doing, obviously you have to do stuff like, like nasty stuff, this and that, like you might have to, I don't know, fight your friends, do like other stuff, this and that. But, like, I'm gonna draw a line here, because this, obviously, this is basic being a human being, basic human decency and human morality. Like, I cannot compromise at that. You literally, like, took someone's life who has nothing to do with this situation, who was just trying to help someone. Like, just think about that, and think about what you have done. Like, yeah, I'm sure there was other ways to do it. Was there really any, like, any type of reason to kill Nia? Was there? Was this some kind of a test where they said that, oh, unless and until you wipe out every single other character who is, who gets defeated, you won't be able to pass? Was there any type of rules like that? No, there wasn't. What was the point in killing Nia? I would like to bring that question up then. Obviously he did that because he wanted to do that. So yeah, like, in no way am I forgiving someone like that because of whatever, it doesn't matter, whatever backstory he has. He did that purposely, and he did that, there was no reason to do that. There was no reason. He just did that because he found it funny, and he found it, I don't know, probably empowering at that point of time on the phone. So yeah, I don't like this dude. Yeah, he can screw off. Like, even if Wagner is, like, like, said that, oh, you will be a better person. Even if he becomes a better person and everything, like I said, it won't really forgive his mistakes over here, the things that he did over here. So yeah, I cannot forgive someone like this who completely did this for his own amusement. Like, this is what is weirding me out. Like, if he really was like a victim like that, like, there's no like, why would you do this? Like, like, you were also a victim. How can you make someone who is in the same situation that you were in, how can you make someone like that suffer? Don't you have any type of conscience? I was pissed off at that section so much. I cannot. That was completely unnecessary and just so bad. Okay, anyways, I'll stop talking about it now. Like, I just wanted to, like, talk about this whole situation, because, like, like every time I'm trying to think, like, oh, maybe I can sympathize with this guy, I cannot find any reason to sympathize with this dude, for any reason. Again, like I said, there was no reason to do anything like that to Nia. There wasn't any rules that said that you have to kill off the other guys. There wasn't any type of rules like that. Was there? No, I don't think so. Yeah. So he did that completely because he just wanted to feel powerful at that time. Completely unnecessary and so much poor in taste. And then again, like I said, like, how can someone who's the victim do something like that to another victim? Like, what is this? No. And you know what, here's the thing, I feel like what the show is trying to do is, like, like, obviously, like, like, he'll get redemption later on, he'll redeem himself, probably be a better person, stuff like that. But I don't know, I feel like the way they did this is so weird, because if he's the type of person who actually gets, like, becomes a better person in the future, and, like, helps other people or something, I don't think I'll ever be able to forgive him, even if he becomes a complete saint in the future. for what he did today. So if the show is trying to attempting something like that, I think it's a very weird way they did this, because a lot of things that happened today, I cannot forgive him for it, because he unnecessarily did this. There was no reason for him to do this. He just purely did it because of I don't know what. Like, you know, yeah. Okay, whatever. I don't know, man. Anyways, and yeah, that was that. Okay, so what else? Like that was like the major portion of today's episode. Oh, another thing I want to talk about. That big dude. I need to remember his name. You know what? Let me open my enemy list. Tower of God season 2. Like, I need to know the character's name properly. Like, I know a few of them, but a lot of them I'm not really. Nia Goseng. No, where's that dude? You know the big one? Kang. Is that his name? Yeah, Kyang Horyang. Kang. Okay. Yeah, I think that's his name. I need to remember this. This guy. So apparently he was hiding his power. It didn't completely show. So he has like some kind of a devil, like on the other side of him. So I guess it kind of it's kind of funny because that guy Rob Devil, he the first thing he told him was like, "Oh, have you seen a devil?" And now he's like, "Yeah, have you seen a devil? Here you go. This is the real one." So yeah, so and he would have done that before, while fighting against Lurker, but Violet comes in and he doesn't need to do anything at that point of time, because you can see he was changing his thing to like a devil wing. So yeah, so the power that we saw back in the detection exam, the Shinsu detection exam or whatever, the power that we saw, that wasn't his full power. It is way more than that. So he's hiding it. That's interesting. Right. Okay, and I love that part where Violet said like to what's her name? Wait a minute. What's her name? The girl, the Yon girl. Yeah, Yon. He literally told her that, while moving towards her direction, he was like, "Oh, I don't have any interest in you," and she was like, "What the hell?" And that when she opened her mouth, he literally grabbed the whatever the thing was inside of her, and we yanked it out. That part was funny. Right. Okay. Oh, another important thing. This guy, the test director or whatever he is apparently part of FUG, and they're trying to make Wagner pass the test. He said like, "Oh, everything is okay," like Wagner has passed it, and so I was thinking, I was like, maybe he has some kind of connection with FUG, because he seemed awfully adamant in being like, "Oh no, let him pass, no, not let him pass, but don't interfere." He literally said that, and and I'm sure he was confident that Violet would definitely not lose. But still, he was like, "Yeah, don't interfere." So it makes sense. He wanted, and he wanted Wagner to pass as well. So yeah, that's interesting. Okay, and in the end, obviously, Violet and Wagner, they shake hands. Yeah, and you can see Violet kind of smiling a little bit, and then we move to Khun. Like now, I don't know what's going on here. Khun's literally sitting in a chair, so I don't know what's up with that. We'll get to know probably in the next episode. And yeah, and that was today's episode. Okay, so now let me talk about this episode scene by scene. In the very first scene, we get to see Love, the battle, Love fighting Violet, and Violet is sorry, Love is like, like fuck was the reason. I think he says my parents died or something like that, and he's like, "Why are you a member of fuck?" And he says like, "Because I want to climb the top of the tower. I want to meet someone, and I want to confirm someone." And so he said, "Oh, it's for revenge," and he's like, "I'm not sure," which is true. He himself has no clue what he wants. So he wants to talk with Rahel properly and understand himself what is going on, why she acted like this. He himself said that he needs to find out more about the tower and what made Rahel act like that. And then next we get to see Yon's section where Yon is grumbling in her room, and then she opens the door when someone knocks in, and she was I think like she was trying to like get their connector from them, but the whole tables got turned on her when this person, this green alien looking person, was able to like I think he like went inside of her and started controlling her. And obviously the plan was to control her because she was one of the strongest ones. Then we get to see Prince. Okay, so the fact that Prince hid the remote, that was actually smart. Not smart, but I would say like yeah, obviously smart, but that was also pretty. It kind of helped out, because that is why. But then again, I would have to say, then Prince also, the fact that he hid the remote also was the reason why he got beat up. Because if he didn't hide the remote and just left it back there, then I'm assuming, no, you know what? No, I take it back. I think it was good that he hid the remote, because I think what would have happened is that if he didn't hide the remote, obviously Rob Devil would have the remote, so that would make their job even easier, and that would probably mean if they got the opportunity, they probably would have killed Prince, or immediately. The fact that they kept Prince alive was so that he comes back and he tries to get the remote where he hid it, and Rob Devil can see where it is. So that's why they decided to keep him alive. If he left the remote with him, they probably would have automatically killed him. And he would have died. So yeah, you know what? Hiding the remote was a good plan, because they had to keep him alive at least up until he came and got the remote himself. And that little amount of time that we were able to gain from there helped Violet come in and take care of the situation. And the other guy, wait, I forgot his name again. Young? No. Wait, oh my god. Oh, I need to start remembering the name little by little. Kang, sorry, Kang, yeah. Kang came in and was able to help him out as well. So yeah, you know what? Hiding the remote was beneficial here. So yeah, so he comes in and he tries to get the remote. This is where Rob Devil gets up and he's like, "Oh, got you," and punches him. So this is where Prince realizes there's some kind of conspiracy going on, and yeah. While all of this is happening, Wagner, Kang, and okay, this guy, what is his name? The silver-haired dude, Hon, Akruptor Hon. Akruptor. So Akruptor Hon, is that his name? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So he, and he was also there, obviously, like he and Wagner, and I think the girl as well. Okay, what's the girl's name? I think Goseng or something like that is the girl's name. Let me check. Goseng, yeah. The little girl is named Miseng, and her name is Goseng. So Goseng and these three, they're going around taking like control of the rooms, and this is where when he calls Nia, he gets to realize that Nia was actually used as a was being manipulated by these guys, this lurker, this dude, and the others. So this is where Nia was like, I'm sorry, and Nia was like, I'm sorry, like I lied to you. And here we get to know his backstory, where when he came to this, when he failed to climb like the tower, his friends abandoned him, and that's where this old lady saved him. And that's why he started working for the old lady. Okay, so I'm assuming the debt is the old lady's debt, because the guy Larker, he was harassing the lady. So yeah, so it wasn't his debt. He wanted to help the old lady. That is why he took the debt on himself, I think, or something like that. So yeah, so this lady was being harassed, and when he got to know what's going on, he decided to start working for Lurker and the others. So, so I guess, like I said, it does make sense why he was here, because I don't know, I never thought about it properly, but it is true. If he had that much loans on his head, how is he giving the test? So he came here along with Lurker and the others, and they probably had a plan to take out everyone else and climb the tower themselves. So Nia was a part of that plan, like a pawn of that plan. Okay, so that was that. And he apologizes, and that is where Wagner is like, no, it's fine, like, like, don't worry about it, like, you are a hero, you tried to help the old lady. And this is where the guy's like, oh, like Lurker is like, oh, I'll probably become the president, so yeah, I'll probably not take out all the loans that like, I'll not dismiss the loan. It'll still be there. I'll probably not be able to, yeah. So which is when Nia gets pissed. Like I said, like, this guy, like, I cannot feel any type of sympathy for him, even if he had a tough life or whatever the hell. His actions in today's episode clearly showed that he himself became the same person that he detested. So I cannot forgive someone like that. Like, he complains about Prince's dad doing stuff like this, and he literally does the same thing here as well. Like, he says here that, oh, when I become the president, I this and that, and then he even tried to kill, and the others killed Nia. So he literally became the person that he loathed. So I cannot feel any type of sympathy for that type of a person, especially after what he did today. Anyways, so yeah, and then he's like, and then when Nia tries to fight back, he's like, oh, I'll I'm going to teach you a lesson, and he starts punching him, and Nia dies. Yeah. And Wagner is pissed. Then while all of this is happening, Rovdevil is going to kill Prince almost, while Yun is on the way, being controlled by that alien looking thing. So yeah, like, Lurker is like, oh, this is all part of the plan. Yeah, so it's over. You guys have lost. Right. Anyways, so this is where Kang says that if we've been abandoned by God, we should seek out the devil, which is when Wagner is like, okay, I know what to do. So he immediately goes towards Violet's place. Next, while all of this is happening, we see Violet fighting against Love, and this is where Violet was able to kind of overpower Love for a moment, because you see, like, Violet comes and punches Love, and he literally uses the same techniques that Love is using. But obviously, Love is a ranker. He has way more experience, and he probably is a lot more stronger than Violet. At least at this point, I think he's stronger than him. But obviously, I'm sure Violet will probably even grow more and more from here. So even if Violet's potential is higher, at this point of time, I think Love was probably stronger than Violet. So when Violet tries to attack him with the same attack that he used on him, Love also stopped Violet using his technique. Now here's another thing someone told me in the comments, is that this isn't really time stopping. It is because of the Shinsu control thing. By doing this, Violet and Love today as well, they are literally manipulating your Shinsu to make you stop momentarily. You know what threw me off? That freaking when Violet does the thing, you see, like, when he does the thing, when he uses his technique, there's like a weird type of a noise, and like a monochromatic thing comes out. Literally reminds me of JoJo, Dio's Zaward, where he stops time. I automatically assumed he's stopping time because of that. And now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, that was kind of stupid, because obviously it might be completely something different. I just automatically assumed it was stopping time because of that, and that actually tricked me. So yeah, so no, he's not stopping time. So he's basically manipulating the Shinsu to make the other person stop. And he did the same thing here as well. This is where he goes and tries to get the connector, but in comes Wagner, uses the smoke bomb thing, grabs the connector, and he's like, Violet, like, you can get your connector back from me. In return, help me out. I want you to do something. Go and defeat, or the guys who no way deserve to carry on this test. Basically Lurker and his group. Yeah, Love tries to come in, and Love is like, tries to grab the connector, but he's like protecting the connector with his body, and he's like, no, I'm not going to move from here. Like, and here, this is what he says, like, I don't like this, like, the one person, like, who used to have, like, the sweet and sour pork with me, when I was feeling lonely, I was feeling alone, there was nowhere with me to share the taste, like, Nya was the person who gave me company and stayed with me, and like, he was my friend. And that person, this happened, he like, Nya got killed by that Lurker guy. And this is one thing that he says, if the tower is going to let that asshole climb higher, I'll destroy it all, even if it means working with the devil. Let's go, Violet. No, where's that part where he says that? There's a very good thing, like a very, like, I guess you could say, like, a line that he says, which it caught my fancy. Where is that part? Oh, here we go. This part is so good. Like what he says here, administrator, was this tower made to grant wishes, or was it made to make people give up on them? Which is so true if you think about it. Like, obviously everyone's like, oh, climb the tower, it'll grant your wishes, but there's so many things going on with the whole tower and everything that's going on, which shows that a lot of people, after coming here, their wish, or their, whatever they're trying to climb the tower to grant that, a lot of the situation, a lot of the practices in this tower is making most of the people give up on it, because a lot of people try to climb the tower, stuff like this happens, unfair stuff, and they have to give up, like, in this way. That's why it says, like, and it's kind of ironic, this tower is supposed to be something that makes people climb it to grant their wishes, but it's doing the opposite more, making people give up on their wishes. So yeah. Okay, anyways, and Violet was hearing everything, and then Violet goes with him. While all of this is happening, Prince is being attacked, and Yon is outside, Lurker is outside, and oh, another part where he okay, like, that's why I'm saying I don't like this guy at all. He says here, and when Prince was asking, why you're doing this, he says, oh, I don't have any reason, but these powerful mercenaries hired by your father and this adorable girl of the 10 family, not everything here belongs to you. So yeah, so another, like, thing. So yeah, he was literally, he became the person that he hated. Okay, and then while all of this is happening, Kang comes in and completely destroys this one dude here in front. Then he tries to attack Lurker as well, but Yon is there. Yon uses her flame, and then, when he realizes that Yon is too difficult to fight, he was going to use his devil power, I think. But I guess in a way you can say that Violet saved Yon here, because he was saying that I'll have to kill them then. So I'm pretty sure he could probably have killed Yon and Lurker over there at that time. So Violet coming in this situation actually saved Yon. Like, Violet comes in and says, please stop. He stops, he cannot do anything. And then he's like, I'm not interested in your body, Miss Yon. And Yon's like, what the hell, you little. And taking this opportunity, he grabs the thing from inside of her mouth, yanks it out, and destroys it. And Lurker is like, what the hell are you doing, Rob Devil? Do, like, go and like, kill Prince. And using this opportunity, Prince, I think this was like basically like some kind of a flashbang or whatever. He uses that cube to, like, emit like a glow, which gave the little amount of time that he needed for Kang to come in and take care of Rob Devil. So Kang comes in and Kang is like, I'll take care of this situation. Violet, you go and get Lurker. So Kang comes in and Kang uses his devil power and he says, I love the fact that he literally returned back the same thing that he told him back in a few episodes ago. You know, Rob Devil told him, have you seen a devil? And now he's like, yeah, have you seen a devil? This is a real one. It is my right arm. And yeah, so then after that, we see that, you know, like he defeats Rob Devil, and Prince is like, damn, you're pretty damn strong, man. And he starts calling him like Mr. Devil or something, and he's like, no, my name is Kang. Anyways, next we get to see yeah, Wagner comes in, punches Lurker, and you know, Lurker was kind of planning to use the Shinsu, like, you know, the water in his pocket, and Wagner saw that and comes in and just punches him and kicks him and throws him on the ground, stops him from using any type of petty tricks, and he's like, oh, you're going to get like divine punishment here, and he starts laughing, and he's like, why are you laughing? And he says like, oh, don't you get it? You know, like all these type of things, letters saying divine punishment and stuff. And then he says, like, you know, he starts his story. He's like, oh, like, you know, what do you know about me? This and that. Like I said, as soon as he started saying stuff like this and he started like telling his story or whatever, I'm like, yeah, whatever story he might have, you have no right to do this to someone completely unrelated. You know, like, who do you think you are? You know, like this is not even revenge at this point. You're not even trying to take revenge against someone. You're literally involving other people into your own damn, you know, like into your own situation. Just because you're miserable doesn't give you the right to make other people, completely normal people who have nothing to do with your situation, doesn't give it make it your right to involve them in your misery and like make them suffer for what you are inflicting on them. It doesn't give you the right. Anyway, so he tells his story. Like I discussed about this in detail a few moments ago, so I'm not going to repeat this. Yeah, and this is where, you know, like, and he even says here that, oh, what does one little kid dying change? At which, you know, like Wagner even gets more pissed and he's like going to attack him or kill him, but then he's like, no, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to do that. And he says like, you know what, I'll be the better person, I will forgive you. So, you know, he says like, I'll change the whole tower, you know, if I have to, you know, to help people like you who've fallen into situations like this, to make sure that people don't change like you did and take other people's life who has nothing to do with the situation, to make people like Nia's life better, I'll climb the tower and I'll change it. And then he says like, you know, so you stay here and, you know, like, and lament, you know, just if you have a little bit of conscience, just you will suffer and you will think about what you have done today. Here we go, take the time that Nia gave you and live a decent life from now on. Yeah, and then he gives Violet the remote and he's like, Violet, yeah, do your thing. And Violet then, you know, like ends the test. So there you go, the test has ended. The people that have passed are, okay, I'm going to see. The following test takers have passed: Zhu Violet Grace, Ja Wagnan, Miseng, yeah, Mana, Goseng, okay. Wait, how many? 2, 3, 4. Kang, which is the big dude with the wing. Arkrapta 6, Prince 7, Yun Yiha 8. 8 members have passed. Right, there you go. So these are the people. Anyways, while all this is going on, Love comes and apologizes to the test administrator. He's like, I'm sorry, I'll resign. And he's like, no, come on, you don't have to do that. Just be, you know, like just treat yourself to some fried chicken or whatever. And he's like, oh, with sauce? And he's like, yeah, with sauce. Oh my god. And he says, like, forget your grudge against fuck, forget it, and start over again. And then he's like talking to submerged fish. Oh, Gus Gus. Gus Gus. That's his name. Oh my god. The mission has been completed. Yeah, Wagner has passed our test. As fuck wishes. So there you go. I do wonder, like, obviously, no, I guess he's a candidate. I was gonna say if Viole knows about this whole situation, and no, I don't think he knows, because he literally was going to fail Wagner. That's what he did in the first place. In the very beginning, he was like, I don't want anyone else, these people to pass. So I don't think he knows it, or this is probably not in his mission that he has to make Wagner pass, because Gus Gus was talking and telling them that as Fug wishes, Wagner has passed. So I'm assuming Viole either has no clue about this, or he knows but he doesn't care. So that they want Wagner to pass this information. Maybe he either doesn't know or he doesn't care. So either of that. Anyways, so Love comes in and Love is like, whatever, you guys passed, I'm going to treat you, so get ready. So yeah, they go and have a good meal. And this is where later on Viola comes in and asks Wagner that why do you forgive him? And he says, like, maybe because I'm probably no different from Lurker. Maybe I would have done stuff like this as well. Kill even more people than he has. Now, but I kind of disagree with him here, because, like I said, like, he's saying, like, the tower might make me do stuff that I don't want to do, stuff like that. But like, Lurker's situation was so much more different. He did the whole, like, killing Nia and all, doing all the other thing was all unnecessary stuff. That was not something that the tower made him do. He did it himself. It wasn't any part of any mission, anything like that. Yeah, now you might try to be like, in a more symbolic way, you might be like, oh, like the fact that he's trying to climb the tower and everything started because he started climbing the tower and he then fell into this debt and then he did this. So in that sense, indirectly, the tower is responsible for this. You might say stuff like that, but I'm not talking about stuff like that. I'm just talking plainly about the situation, and I'm saying, like, what he did, killing Nia, wasn't obviously part of the mission. Neither was doing stuff like this. So he did it on his own. So I doubt Wagner would do stuff like that, in his own violation. Yeah, the town might make him and a lot of other people do some nasty stuff, but this wasn't even any part of the mission or anything what Lurker did. So that's what I'm trying to say here. But like I said, yeah, like, like, you can be, I guess you could say, you can say, like, in a more philosophical or whatever way, you can say that, oh, it is the tower that is making them do everything, because technically they are climbing the tower, and that is why all of this is happening. So it is the tower's fault. You can say stuff like that, obviously, but no, I'm talking it in a way more simpler and streamlined way. I'm not going into that type of complex, conversations. He clearly didn't have to do that. Killing Nia, that was definitely not something. So yeah, anyways, and he says, like, Wagner says, in order to climb higher, we all build walls and try to block each other's paths. That is how the tower is. So I want to change the place. I want to make this place a place where everyone can laugh, and I want to see the bigger sky too. Then he's like, anyway, like, good, nice to work with you, Mr. Viole. Just help a hopeless comeback who's beyond saving. And Viola's like, yeah, sure, whatever. Rules are rules. And he leaves. And yeah, in the end, you can see, I don't know if he was smiling, but I at least can see a hint of smile in his face in the next scene where he's looking up into the sky. And then you can see Khun is also looking up and smiling. So yeah, that's how it ended. So let's see how this goes. So yeah, that was today's episode number 4 of Tower of God season 2. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed, comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That is it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Tower of God. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.